Happy Thursday 2027. Still here, still in my Patagonia. Gosh, it's like I never left. It's because I did. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you for today's lesson. Lesson 4.4, Thursday, April 23rd. We're still reading about that Dust Bowl. We're going to be reading about it for the rest of the week, today and tomorrow, before the weekend arrives. Question number 1, how does the author support the conclusion that the house was creepy? After reading the text, you should have realized the author did not compare the house to other creepy houses. The author did not explain why the house was deserted. The author did not describe the contents in each room of the house. They don't go room by room. They don't say in the kitchen, there was this. In the bedroom, there was this. They say the house is deserted, but they don't say why. The only thing they do say is they explain the sounds and the sights. It was creepy. There were boards and shingles that creaked. That's a sound. When the wind blew through them, flimsy cobwebs brushed against the shattered windows. So that's something that you would see. An eerie moan echoed from down the long hallway. That's a sound. So it talks about sounds and sights. Which of the following details indicates that the girl was angry? So again, you'd have to make an inference in this case. Tears rolled down her face. No, that means she's sad. She stared at the rest of the class. That might be embarrassed. She slammed the door in frustration. Most likely that's it. She didn't utter a word. Sometimes when people are angry, they don't speak, but they could also be embarrassed. They could also be scared. They could also be sad. There are a lot of things you can feel when you don't speak. So she's slamming the door usually means she's angry. What is faulty about the teacher's reasoning? We did one similar to this yesterday. The teacher told the class, every student who had cereal for breakfast last year received a passing grade on the test. So if you want to pass, have cereal for breakfast. Let's see. Perhaps students other than those who ate cereal also passed the test. That's true. You could have had pancakes and passed. It doesn't say that anyone failed if they had pancakes or something else. A lot of people eat cereal for breakfast, so it could have been a coincidence. If we're at school and the only thing you have to choose for breakfast is cereal, everyone's going to eat cereal. If you all passed that day, is the cereal the reason why you passed? There's nothing wrong with the teacher's reasoning, or both A and B. I'm going to go with both A and B. There could have been students who ate something else and they still passed the test. And the cereal wasn't the reason they passed. It was just a coincidence. You don't pass a test because you eat the right thing for breakfast. Which of the following conclusions is not supported by facts or details in the passage? Jumping on the trampoline is great exercise. It says right here, trampolines are a great piece of exercise equipment. Also says down here, you burn calories. Good exercise. That's good. Jumping on the trampoline burns calories. Oh my gosh, right there, burns calories. Check. It can be dangerous. Doesn't say that it can be dangerous. I know that sometimes people get hurt on trampolines, but the text, according to the text, doesn't say that it's dangerous. Jumping on the trampoline is fun. For one thing, it is so much fun to jump, fly, and flip in the air. That's fun. So I'm going to go ahead and say dangerous. It does not say dangerous. Click next and move on to the next page. This is where your video is right now, so you already did that. Write a gist for the paragraph below. I'm going to read it out loud to you, still talking about the Dust Bowl. With a horse-drawn plow, Fred Folkers produced nearly enough to stay afloat. What changed everything for him and other dryland farmers was the tractor. A tractor did the work of 10 horses. With his new combine, Folkers could cut and thresh the grain in one swoop, using just a fraction of the labor. Folkers plowed nearly his entire square mile and then paid to rent nearby property and ripped up that grass as well. By the late 1920s, his harvest was up to 10,000 bushels of wheat, a small mountain of grain. What's more, there was now an easy way to get the wheat of Fred Folkers to the rest of the world. In 1925, a train finally arrived in Boise City. Who, what, where, when, why? Go ahead and write that for your gist. Now we're going to look at an image that goes with that text. We're going to write the gist for that. It says, Wheat King Simon Fisherman in coat and tie, so this guy right here, and his employees working the land, Greenlee County, Kansas, 1925. So now it's 1925. Write a gist for this picture, please. The things that you see in that picture, those are plows. Or excuse me, those are tractors. So in case you were curious about what the tractors were that they were talking earlier, those are tractors. They used to be pulled a long time ago. But in the beginning, when we were reading about Fred Folkers, they were pulled by horses at first, and then a tractor came, and now you can drive. So originally, you had to plow the land using a horse. So think about that. Let's go ahead and see the next question. Why did Fred Folkers need a tractor to plow a combine? Why did Fred Folkers need a tractor, a plow, and a combine? Excuse me. Why did Fred Folkers need a tractor, a plow, and a combine? What did all three of them do? So you'd go back up here, you'd look in the text and be like, what did a tractor do? What did a plow do? What did a combine do? Those three things. Okay. The author says the tractor changed everything. What does he mean? The tractor changed everything because, or another way you can say it is, the author means blank when he said the tractor changed everything. So tell me why did the author say, what does that mean? The tractor changed everything. Next question, how does this document help us answer the question, what caused the Dust Bowl? My hint to you is to think about what they are doing that may have caused the Dust Bowl. If you notice, things are starting to tie together. So yesterday we learned a little bit about grass. We thought about what happens when you pull the grass, what's left in the place. Now we're talking about plowing and tractoring and combine, right? What's happening to everything now moving forward that could have potentially caused the Dust Bowl? Think about that. This could have caused the Dust Bowl because, and then tell me why. Okay, next image. It says acreage of harvested crops in 8 Great Plains states. So in 1897, this is your horse and plow right here. In 1899, and in 1929. Each division represents 10 million acres. So this represents 10 million acres. This represents 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million acres. This represents 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That looks like half, so maybe 105 million acres. Write a gist for this. Who, what, where, when, why. Should be pretty simple. Question, how many acres of crops were harvested in the Plains states in 1879? I just told you, but also go back and look. How many in 1899? How many in 1929? Must answer each question in a complete sentence. In 1879, there were blank acres. In 1899, there were blank acres. Do not just write numbers down on that line and think that I'm going to give you credit for it. This is literacy class. You need to write a full and complete sentence for each one. That is the only way to get points. Capiche? Kapash. Next question. Explain what this chart shows you. I will fix that. That should say chart, not char. Explain what this chart shows you. You must use a complete sentence. This chart shows me, fill it in. Next question. How does this chart help answer the question, what caused the Dust Bowl? This whole time we're thinking about why was this Dust Bowl caused? Look at this picture. The Dust Bowl happened after all of this. How does this picture show me what possibly caused the Dust Bowl? The Dust Bowl was caused by, tell me what it was. Based on this picture, not based on your opinion or based on something you read yesterday, based on this picture right here and a little bit of this information up here, how could this have caused the Dust Bowl? Got it? Good. Stay classy, Chicago. I will see you tomorrow on Friday. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.